Ebusuafo na tiefo ni de kwan so me ma obi bia akwa aba eba chani so an me daily update TV. Ebusuan me pa chawo ene court ekotena ase. Me pa chawo ye kasafa Edu Boahene case no na ene court kotena ase no court really against Edu Boahene. So far. Na obi kura baby sam say at the case we at the for bench na court kotena ase that is the appeals court ekotena ase omu really against Edu Boahene. Ebusuan be kan last week before say be kan no kura no ho asem ye kan last week ye see. Last week ye be kan ya Edu Boahene ekọ Supreme Court say so far no we can file application Supreme Court or no make a request say Supreme Court no omun ruling against omun ruling na so far the trial judge na ote asem no so no di Edu Boahene case no omun yin free na omo call no Supreme Court 50 so far Edu Boahene wenya and as a lawyer attach and wenya ba kokra and side with him. So far the Supreme Court ne ruling 5-0 against Edu Boahene. No chere say na judge na kasi yen really against or no. We reason how dey ba no. Your friend is say mo ha eni nyina so bia o kasi yen nyina so ne enfan ensesa sa judge no. Enti say sa na wo fresh say judge na bias there. That's okay, but omo mo hwehwe omo nim Supreme Court judges no. Omo hwehwe omo nim ma ene nyema the High Court judge na eje no. Na bibia okay. Na ebusuan even before that na Edu Boahene ne lawyer Akyea a file and as so far no a file motion and as application wa High Court. Catch High Court and say High Court no compel or force the AG now on funny disclosures and brantem. Emma AG ni so appear before court no catch on court and say ye go so ye nyema kakranka inti sa disclosures na mo peno. Ye de beba nti moma ye mreka kra ema High Court no a ruling in favor of the AG ama omoma AG ni mre say onye so far omoma ni mre say onye no mfa ni disclosures ne de embra na ebusia lawyer Akyea wante no ho ase kra wante no ho ase ana okọ appeals court okọ say okọ appeal sa decision na High Court atiki no na High Court etna so omo tena asem no so na omo tena asem no so na omo say Edu Boahene sa wo appeal yentimi mfa ma yentimi grant ma nti wo ma dismiss Edu Boahene ni appeal na ode call ode call appeals court say omo nyina so nanka High Court decision no mo take ye ne say omo ma AG the Attorney General Department no omo ma ni mre na ode disclosures na ba no just say appeals court and question a common dismiss no na e chere say omo compel AG ni no fa ni disclosures and rantem appeals court in there be na ebusuan makasa kakra na that screen so na me pacho yenim the recent happening so I see so far NDC MP so far no aba ni ho abeka duam ne menka ne sa the so far the CID and I said police headquarters no wo ma invite no mo ye investigation and also ka ho yenkotie and also ho update nyakopon hiro bibia na onye obibia kesim de obibia
Police Christian Tete Yohunu as director of the Criminal Investigations Department CID to take over investigations into the attack of the Director of Operations of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat Newz and his team at Pendream in the Ahafo region. The Member of Parliament for Isutufi North, Ebenezer Kwekuado, is alleged to have incited the mob and obstructed the Newz team and he has subsequently been invited to assist with ongoing investigation. Preliminary investigations also indicates that on Saturday, the 1st of November 2025, the Newz director and his team intercepted illegal miners operating near Broni Krom in the Ahafo region and arrested several suspects. A mob of about 600 people allegedly incited by the MP later besieged the Pendream police station demanding the release of the miners and seizing vehicles. And the crowd vandalized the director's vehicle, damaged part of the police station and threatened to set it ablaze. Reinforcements from the Ahafo Regional Police Command were deployed to restore calm and order and prevent further destruction. And you're seeing pictures and videos as well roll out on the screens this afternoon. And we're going to go and speak to the PRO of Newz, Kesi Shandoff. We get the indication he's not there just as yet. For us to get those details from him. But Dr. Nanayawa Akwada is with the Bureau of Public Safety. He's joining us right now this afternoon as well for a quick conversation in relation to this particular matter. But before we engage him, let's speak to Pakwesi Shandoff, who I understand has joined us via the phone lines right now. Talk to us as to what the understanding is in relation to what transpired between this operation and the results which has played out in the last 48 hours.
Really was extremely and profoundly disappointing, because the soldiers, the NIMOS team, were basically there to ensure a crackdown. And so it was a huge surprise that the locals got agitated, demanding for the release of the persons who have been arrested. And then in the process, they then began to accost and attack the NIMOS team. In fact, when the incident happened yesterday, having spoken to the Director of Operations of NIMOS, he indicated to me that he survived clearly by the mercy of God. Because if we look at the intensity of the anger and how that they were very much charged, he and the rest of the team would have lost their lives. That is the plainest way to put it. And so we are wondering, the question that for me as an individual has been on my mind is, why would the youth, the young people in that particular enclave, protest against the military NIMOS coming around to, as it were, end illegal mining in that particular area? But what we have also discovered, and what is currently being investigated, is that it appears there are certain individuals who actually are the masterminds behind it. Otherwise, I mean, Aisha, let's try to rationalize this. If a NIMOS task force has come to an area, in fact, that was not even their primary destination. They were on their way back to Accra, and then they saw the mining, happening along the road. Then they decided to stop, intercept the process, and then end it. Why should this be a cause of agitation? What we are learning, although inconclusive, is that apparently there are certain kingpins who are sponsoring this, and so investigations have commenced accordingly, and in due time we'll be able to identify the persons who actually instigated and facilitated this very risky and fatal development. Clearly, from what happened yesterday, the briefing that I received from the Director of Operations of NIMOS, it is abundantly clear that if we are going to deal with illegal mining and do away with some of these developments, the locals must be sensitized, number one, and especially not just the locals by way of the residents, but the local authorities must also up their game.
Speaking there, and we know, I mentioned that the Bureau of Public Safety has been issuing a statement, and we'll speak to Nanayawa Akwada, but we just want to walk you through quick pointers in relation to what it is they've been demanding of authorities, and then we can go to them with the latest in terms of development as we've got from the Ghana Police Service as well. And so of the many things they were demanding, as of this morning, it included the immediate arrest and interrogation of the MP alleged to have been involved in this full-scale investigation by the Ghana Police Service with support from the Ghana Armed Forces, and also protective measures for NIMOS officers, soldiers and witnesses, parliamentary inquiry to determine disciplinary or criminal sanctions if the MP is found to have interfered with law enforcement operations, strengthening of operational security protocols for all anti-illegal mining task force. And so this is the demand from NIMOS. We've seen that statement that's come through from the Ghana Police Service, which says that the headquarters of the CID has been tasked to take over this investigation and look into the matter. As well, the Member of Parliament who has been named in this particular subject matter, we understand, has been invited by the Ghana Police Service to assist in investigations. Let's take this to Dr. Nanayawa Akwada quickly for a bit of a conversation. Mr. Akwada, I appreciate you speaking to us and joining us this afternoon as well. So we've just got that release as well from the police, which says that of the many things, the headquarters of the CID has taken over investigations. They provide a brief background as to what happened as well. But most importantly, the MP alleged to have incited all of this has been invited to assist with investigations. That surfaces in terms of the immediate first steps which should be carried out in beginning to unravel what really played out over the weekend.
Good afternoon to your viewers, and I would like to, before I comment on that, I would like to commend, the district police station and the district police director for a great, demonstration of policing. I mean, I watched the footage, and anyone who watches the footage could actually feel the intensity of the crowd and the charged atmosphere. But I think that the way the police team, navigated this course and averted, a potential, bloodshed is worthy of commendation. And when the dust is settled, I will be expecting the police department to, recognize these police officers who did such a great protective job. And also, I want to commend the military and the NIMOS members involved in this unfortunate incident. I think that the whole of Ghana does off its heart for them. They are doing a great job. The fact that they had to do, take a detour to complete a very important task like this shows how determined and dedicated they are. And I think that this morning, I am confident that, their efforts will pay off, and they need our support to make these efforts actually pay off. Now, the action of the Ghana Police Service, inviting the MP for questioning suffices for me. But I think that from per the story, some people have been released. I am thinking that the national security should get involved, locate all these persons. My understanding, my intelligence points to a non-citizen involved in this. Locate all of these people with immediate effect and bring them, into its bosom for prosecution. What happened on Saturday is shameful, it's most regrettable, it's very dangerous. It could have resulted in a lot of loss of lives of people. And also, it is a test of our resolve to ensure that Galamsey is rooted out from our body politics, as soon as possible.
Right.
And so this incident provides us with that opportunity to prove how serious we are about Galamsey, to prove that we are not going to let anyone off the hook, regardless of their status in society. And which is why I think that within the next few hours, this MP should be in the bosom of the police for investigation. And if it requires that they get permission or authorization from, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament to keep this MP in the bosom of the law enforcement agencies for investigations, that must be done. We must not let anyone off the hook. Consistent with the broken windows theory, this must not be ignored. And as a Bureau of Public Safety, what we have been saying time and again is that if we allow Galamsey to linger on, very soon it's going to be an armed group. We are going to have to deal with them like a terror group, and it's going to be more difficult. So this is the opportunity for us as a nation to descend heavily on persons who are, behind the windows, encouraging young men, youth to go into this area, and that they use their status as a shield for persons.
Abusia me pacho me do bibia se wanyamre no abenye video ni so ahwe High Daily Update TV. Said I'm mechanical no say na no first time I'll channel so I'm so bokwan so nya a video ni share and so when you on kwada subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share our videos. My love is so nya videos ni bi and share nyakopon share nyina na onye kese. My ref send notification bell no so be boss because I no boss when maybe the latest news be on board no. YouTube be special invite, a special notification no when Akyea no abenya a video ni bi so Ashenya kupon share nyina na onye kese fa comment share share comment section when man constructive ye beje na yakenkan ye do bibia stay tuned for more updates me do bibia